Welcome to the Gen X Pole Arts podcast, Fit, Fierce, and Fearless. I am Zen, also known as Nancy Adzentovich, the founder of Gen X Pole Arts. I am happy to be launching this podcast where we are going to be celebrating the strength, resilience, and potential of women over 40 in the vibrant world of pole dance. I'm excited to embark on this empowering journey with you guys. And each week, we will connect with inspiring women who are redefining what it means to thrive in their 40s and beyond. From incredible stories of personal transformation to tips on building strength and confidence, we'll explore the boundless possibilities that pole dancing offers for self-expression and empowerment. Whether you are a seasoned dancer or just curious about the journey, there's a place for you here. So grab a cup of coffee, a sparkling water, whatever turns you on, and get comfortable. Let's celebrate the incredible power of women who are embracing their passions and pushing boundaries at every age. All right, now let's dive into today's episode. Welcome to Fit, Fierce, and Fearless, episode 46. I'm Zen. You guys know me. And today I have an icon, Makeda, flying over 50, who I've been following on Instagram probably since I started. And I've always just been a big fan of yours. I love that here's a few things I love about you. Your smile, look at it, beautiful. You post all the time. So I just feel like you're always moving and dancing, which is so beautiful. You've got your whole flying over 50, empowerment vibe, which resonates with me and everything I'm trying to do as a woman who is about to turn 56 in a week and a half.
Who doesn't look a day over 30?
See, I love you. So I'm a big fan, and I am so happy and honored that you agreed to take time out of your schedule to be here today with us. And I know everybody I know is a fan of yours too. So I think everyone listening is going to be really excited to hear what you have to say. So welcome, and I'll let you tell everybody a little bit more factual information about yourself than me just kind of, gushing.
The first thing I have to say is, honestly, I've been sitting here trying to figure out how old you is, and I figured maybe between 35 and 40.
It's just the lighting.
You said 56, and I said, no way.
Yeah, January 2nd is my birthday.
I'm January 6th. We're Capricorn.
Get out of here. Yes. No wonder.
You took the words out my mouth. January Capricorns is just a whole nother vibe.
Oh, yes, girl. It's a thing.
That explains everything.
Exactly.
But oh my God, never would have took you for 56. And the other thing I wanted to say, you said this was your 46th episode. And 46 inverted is 64, and I'm 64. I won't be 65 until January, so I'm always looking for signs. That's
there
another.
We go.
There we go. And thank you for having me on this show. And I don't know, I something else you said. People always say that I post all the time, but I work from home and I'm a publicist, so I'm always on my computer. So throughout the day, I'll post to change my mood or to elevate my mood and so I'm really posting for me. Yeah. And everybody else gets the benefit, I guess, but it gives people the impression that I'm dancing all the time.
Yes.
I'm really not.
I love it. Well, I think, just even taking a break from work and dancing during that break to elevate your mood or to change the mood, that's inspirational. You could just, you're not, there's lots of things people do that are unhealthy, to do that, or they don't do anything and they just get miserable sitting at their desk all day.
That's so true. I call it cyber dancing. So it'd be like, well, I can't really get up and take a whole break and, put on the wigs, the makeup, the heels. But let me find some footage and post it so I find some music, and it becomes a whole little ritual, and it makes me feel like I'm dancing. So it's my cyber dancing.
I got you. Okay. Well, yeah, we do all benefit from it. So
Yes, thank
thanks.
you. Thank you.
So, okay, I guess I'll just start asking you
Yeah,
questions.
okay.
All right, so we know how old you are, and everybody is amazed by that, including me. Because, girl, you don't look like you're about to be 65 either.
I'll accept
Mm-mm.
that, but sometimes I do feel like it, but
Well,
I'll accept it.
that's a different, how we feel, that's a whole different
Yeah.
thing. um, but so how long have you been dancing? When did you start?
Um, I started at the age of 50, so next year would be my 15th year, which is really
Wow.
crazy that I started at the age of 50, because I distinctly remember thinking, man, I probably only got a couple of years of this, because this is so hard and it's breaking my bones. Not literally, but
Right.
it's like kicking my behind. And probably by the time I'm like maybe 55 or 56, I won't be able to do this anymore. So the fact that I'm 65 and I'm still doing it is like, oh my God, so amazing. And
Yeah.
and I know I'm rambling, but back when I was
No, you're
50,
not.
back when I was 50, I didn't really have, I hadn't yet identified the older role models around me who were
Mm,
doing it. So I was just like, do women do this when they, like, am I starting too late? 50 is so
yeah.
old. And like, do women do this past like 52 or 53? Like I was really grasping with where this, like, I knew I didn't want to let it go, but I felt like, oh, but you're going to get older, so you're going to have to let it go. So I'm
Yeah.
so happy that I didn't have to let it go, and I found out that all those aging myths were just myths.
Yes, right. Exactly. And that's, with this Gen X pole arts, that's kind of my message, right? I want to encourage women in their 40s, 50s, 60s, like just move your body, get back in
Yes.
touch with who you are. I think as we get, yeah, like I started when I was 50 also. And
Oh, okay.
yeah, so I've been doing this for about 5 years or almost 6 years. But same thing. I was like, oh, I don't have much longer. I better really, like, I was in the studio 5 days a week.
Bye.
And the funny thing is I'm still learning new things now. So it's like, oh, I'm still getting stronger and doing things I didn't do 2 years ago. So I guess all of that social programming that we have about
Yeah.
being old, like it's just wrong.
It's so wrong. And you know what? There's one pole dancer in particular I follow. She just turned 82. And
I
she's
follow
such,
her.
yes, and she's such a badass on the pole. And I look at her doing those aerial tricks, and I'm just like, see, I have no excuse, none. I have to get my butt up on that pole and keep practicing my aerial tricks.
Yeah, I see you inverting and
Well,
climbing. Yeah.
yes, well, the thing was, in my 50s, all I did was tricks.
Okay.
I look back at my videos in my 50s, and I'm just like amazed in myself. And then as I did get older, like, well, what happened was I moved and I wasn't near pole studio, so I started more floor dancing, and then I started doing more low flow, and I
Hmm.
just mastered low flow, which took me away from my aerial tricks. So now, because of people like our special 82-year-olds, who I just don't want to call her out and blast her,
Yeah.
but because of her and a few other older polers who are in their 70s, like
Hmm.
when I see them on Instagram, I'm like, there's no reason I shouldn't be practicing my tricks again. But now going back to do my tricks, it's so hard.
Yeah, I know. It's like starting over almost, but
It's
not
it
really.
is. It literally is like starting over, but I tell my brain, well, I don't have to do all the tricks I did in my
Right.
50s if I just do enough just to stay aerial and just to engage my muscles, then we're just going to be happy with that. So I have to, but you know, us Capricorns,
Oh, yes.
we're so driven.
Yes. We want to do all the
We want
things.
to do all the things. We want to do everything. So I have to really calm my nervous system and tell my brain, girl, slow down. You've done all that. We don't have to prove anything to anybody. Just let it go.
Yep. I get that. Trust me. Um, yeah, and I've had a couple of guests on here on the podcast who've talked about what you're saying. Like, you don't have to do all the things. You don't
Yeah.
have to do every trick. Do the tricks that feel good in your body that you can work on successfully, and then, like you said, just have enough so you can put a little combo together in the
Yes.
middle of your low flow or something, because we
Yeah.
don't need to be comparing ourselves to these young gymnasts who are doing all of these amazing things that I love to watch. But um, because we're not proving anything to anybody, like you
No.
said,
It's
not at
really,
this
it's
age.
really, it's really a brain thing. But really, like, I never knew that like each decade brings something different. So my 60-year-old self is a lot different from my 50-year-old self. And there was a point I had to sit down and have a conversation with myself and
Uh-huh.
say, "You're not 50 anymore. Let it go, let it go, girl."
I love it. Did you listen to yourself?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did. Yes, I did. I still have to have ongoing conversations, but I did. Cuz I look at pictures in my 50s, I think I was like 10 to 20 pounds lighter. And the
Mm,
only thing changed was turning 60, and I guess your hormones and the
yeah.
menopause when it just starts doing different things. But I was
Yep.
like, I'm not eating any different. I'm not exercising any different. Where is this extra weight coming from? And for a minute it was driving me crazy. So I really just
Yes.
had to have a conversation and be like, girl, let your body do what your body does and let it go. Let it go.
Yeah. I know it's weird, like going through menopause and all the hormonal changes, like, yeah,
Yes.
your body just does weird things, even though you're not doing anything different. It's like, well, you feel a little bit like betrayed. It's like, what are you doing? Like, I'm taking
Great.
care of you. Why are you changing? But
Great. In my 50s, I had abs for days. Now my abs are up under this puffiness that is not going anywhere, that just comes with age, unless I'm going to go get
yeah,
some lipo, and I'm not. So I just got to
yeah.
let it go.
I mean, I think you look good. Everything
Thank
I
you.
see.
Thank,
Yes.
thank you. But us Capricorns, we are uber critical when it comes to ourselves.
We're very critical. We're perfectionists. We want to do everything. We want to do everything to the
Now.
utmost. And
Yeah.
now, hurry up,
Yeah.
get it
Yeah.
done, and do it right. Oh my gosh. So tell me about the Makeda method and the flying over 50. Like, I know you've got books, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forget about all that stuff. Yes. Okay. Okay. So long story short, I started flying over 50, maybe my fourth or fifth year into pole dancing. I was going to call, it's like I knew I had to brand myself, and things were starting to happen and people were starting to notice me. And my oldest daughter, I'm a publicist, by the way. I'm a veteran publicist in the
Okay.
entertainment business. So pole dancing is like my passion and my hobby, but I'm actually a veteran publicist. So anyway, both my daughters came up around me doing publicity, and my oldest daughter was like, "Mom, you need to brand yourself. You need to start a blog. You need to do this." And I said, "Oh my God, you sound like me talking to my clients. I just want to dance. Leave me alone." She was like, "Mom, people are starting to notice you. You're starting to do interviews, da da da." Da." So I was like, "Okay, okay." So I came up with flying over 50, but my youngest daughter, I was going to call it on a pole at 50 or 50 and on a pole. Look, this was almost 15 years ago, so like it
Yeah.
wasn't. This was all brand new. It's like this is 15 years later. Pole is at a whole nother level. So I was
Very
going to call
different.
it something. And my daughter, I remember we were in the house and I said I'm going to call it. And I was so proud, like 50 on the pole, or I don't even remember what I was going to call it. And my daughter looked at me and said, "Mom, that sounds so old. Just call it flying over 50." I was like, "Oh my God, where'd you get that from? How'd you just pull that out of air? Oh my God, that's perfect. It says everything." I was like, "How did you figure that out? I've been like brainstorming for hours."
She's good at
So,
what she does. She got it from you, right?
yes, I guess so. So that was my youngest daughter. So my oldest daughter made me start the brand. My youngest daughter named the brand. So that's how Flying Over 50 was born. And basically, I keep saying this was like 15 years ago because I don't know how it is for you, but when I was in the studio 15 years ago, there were no other 50-year-olds. Every once
Hmm.
in a while, there'd be one.
Yeah.
But everybody was 20, 30, maybe a few 40-year-olds who were complaining that they were old,
Right.
who I just want to slap.
Right.
So I'm up here like 52, 53, from the 40-year-olds walking around. Oh, we're getting so old.
Yeah.
But
Just
I
wait.
basically started the brand to encourage more older women to get into, even if it's not just pole, into movement, into
Yes.
like flow, into floor flow, into like moving your body, swinging your hips, like
Hmm.
re-engaging movement in your body so you could wake up that sleeping goddess within you. Because society just tells us, child, when you hit 50, go sit down.
Yes.
Go sit down.
Mm-mm.
Don't dance. Don't put on heels. Let it
No.
go. Let it go, child.
Yes.
So and
You
it's
and
so
me were,
crazy.
yes. I was going to say, we're fighting the same battle, you and me, like trying to
Yes.
displace that myth and be like, no, we can still do whatever we want. We look good. We feel good. We deserve to be beautiful and
Yes.
feminine and strong and all of those things. It doesn't
Yes.
matter how old we are,
It
you
really
know?
really doesn't, but the voices out there are so loud. So we have
Yes.
to do things to be as loud as those voices, which is also why I post so much, because I have to be louder than those
Right.
voices.
Yes, we need to really get it in their face and be like, no, look, and I'm going to keep
Yes.
showing you this until you
Yes.
shut up. Because it's getting worse. I feel like in some ways it's getting worse with everything crazy going on in our country right now. And like people still trying to put women in this box of like just being a mom and, a wife and all these things and not having our individuality on display. It's like, no, I'm creative, I'm intelligent, like I got a lot of things to express and to offer to the world. I'm not
Yeah.
going to just because my kids are grown, I'm not going to just sit in my house and read a book for the rest of my life. I could do that sometimes too, but
But yes,
I'm a
it's
physical
like,
being.
and I really think like having been in the pole industry and the movement industry for like now going on 15 years, I feel like it has gotten better. And I feel like now there's even a larger group of women, okay, over 40, but really over
Yeah, over
50,
50. Yeah.
over 50, 60s, 70s, and 80s. So it's
Yes.
like, it's it's so much more encompassing now to be an older woman and moving, even in terms of like I went viral back in 2016, and it was the most horrendous experience ever. Like if I was suicidal, I would have wanted to commit suicide.
Oh no.
I went so viral, and 99.9% of the comments, no lie, I have screenshots, were negative. So it was like, it would just blew people's brains like, how dare this
Yeah.
old ass woman be on the pole in heels? Like, who is she? I've gone viral now, even within the last 3 or 4 months, and it's such a different experience. People are
Yeah.
more loving. I would say 90% of the comments are supportive. Younger women are like, "Oh my God, I have hope for the future. You're so inspirational. Now I know I don't have to sit down and die when I turn a certain age." And it's only like 10% of the haters who just have to
Good.
hate. They just got to.
Yeah, that's not
So
about you.
it's so much different now. It's so much
Good.
different now. So yeah,
I
it's a
love
much
hearing that.
much better.
I love hearing that. That's cool. Yeah. I mean, you are one of those people who I saw when I started at 50, and I was like, wow, look at her. And you were not 60 yet, right? Because I've been doing this for like 6 years. So you were in your late 50s. And
Late 50s.
I was
Okay.
like, oh, okay, so I can do this more than a year or whatever.
Yes,
Because
yes,
you were, I
yes,
think, the first person that I saw, because I hadn't yet seen Mary Carroll, who's in her
yes,
70s. And then there's, what is her name? Ariel? I don't even think she's in the US. And then there's our 82-year-old
yes.
friend. And now there's so many. And
It's
it's interesting because often I don't even know that they're as old as they are, like you're saying. And I find
yes,
out somebody's like 58 or 60. Like I Body by Fran. Do you know who Fran is? Body by
yes. I
Fran.
follow Body by Friend and
Yeah, so she was,
Mary Carroll. She used to be one of the other older women in classes with me.
yes, because she lives up by you in that
Yes,
or that way.
yes.
Um, but so Fran was on the podcast 2 episodes ago,
Oh,
and she's about
okay.
to turn 58, I think
I
she
was gonna
said.
say she's in her 50s. Yeah.
Yeah. And she's getting back into competitive bodybuilding.
Whoa. You know
Yeah.
what else I just thought about listening to you? I think what else is different is because when I started, well, when I say Mary Carol and I started back like the over a decade ago, Instagram was we well first of all, when I
Mhm.
first started, there was no Instagram. Like
Right.
the pollers were posting on YouTube and I was
Okay.
following pollers on YouTube. And I think even my YouTube page dates back to then.
Hmm.
That's what we did. That's how we communicated on YouTube. And YouTube is not that interactive. You're just
Right.
watching, it's a different kind of thing. And then Instagram and Facebook came out, and then Instagram became this kind of community for the pollers. And then that's how we really started interacting with each other. And that probably was until like 5 or 6 years. So those first few years of polling were really lonely.
Oh, yeah. I can't imagine right now not having the pole community on Instagram.
Exactly, exactly. Which is like when I think back, like you just reminded me of that. We didn't we didn't have that access to like an international community like we do now, which
Hmm.
makes it a lot better. Yeah.
It
So, girl,
really does.
you Poland in your 50s, you got a whole support system, girl.
I love it. I feel so blessed.
Blessed.
I don't
You
know.
are blessed because it was lonely back in the day.
I can only imagine. I can just imagine that because it's so I've worked in digital media and advertising since the beginning of the internet, right? So
Oh,
um I've been around Instagram and all the social media platforms since the day they began. And I've
okay.
never been part of a community like the pole community on Instagram. Like and I always think it's so big, but actually it's really not that big. We all know the same people on Instagram and
Yeah,
everybody's all
yeah.
over the world. So it's like, well, if we all know the same people, there aren't that many of us.
I think though, even though I think like we're all interconnected, but to me the pole community maybe it's because like when I started, I didn't know about the pole community because we didn't have the access. But to me, the pole community feels big and it feels like it's getting bigger because I don't know. There is still like there was a point where I thought, okay, I know all the pollers, right? Via Instagram. Now
Yeah.
there are pollers popping up in my algorithm.
Yeah.
I'm like, where'd they come from? And they've
Yeah.
been around forever. Like, and
Hmm.
I'm like, wow, like I thought I was connected with everybody. So maybe it's just growing, or maybe Instagram is letting us all out of jail. So we
Oh,
can
yeah, that too. constantly. The shadow banning and Instagram jail is just a ridiculous thing. That is not fair in any
Yes.
way. You know,
Yes.
we're
So maybe
we're
that's why.
doing our part.
Yeah, because they're letting us out of jail. I don't want to say it too loud because they might put us back in.
Right. Don't let them. They're always listening too,
I
you know.
know, right?
But yeah, I've actually had a lot of new pollers pop up on my Instagram lately too. So I don't know if, and I do notice a lot of people coming into my feed from Eastern Europe lately and
Okay.
different parts of
Okay.
the world where I hadn't. I mean, I follow people in those places, but maybe they're following me back. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it feels like it's expanding, which is
Yeah.
great, which is great.
Yeah.
But it is so supportive. And I love what you said about, well, I hate what you said about how on YouTube with the first viral video you had and people were being hateful. But
Well,
I
yeah.
love that what you said about now, the
Yeah. It's
comments being
different
so
now.
supportive, because
Yeah.
that's been my experience too. And the other thing I love about it is my poll account is primarily followed by women. It's
Yeah.
not like a creepy stalker kind of men. I mean, there's a couple here and there, but for the most part, it's other women who are being supportive or inspired, you know?
Well, because I've gone viral like so many times now, my poll used to just be pollers, but now it's like a little bit of everybody. So I've got a little community of the creepy men, but I don't pay them no mind.
Yeah. I mean, I block some of those people too, just
Yeah,
because I don't have
yeah. If
patience
if
for
if
it.
if they get too creepy or disrespectful, I just block them. So that's one good
Mhm.
thing. But oh, I had another quick thought and I lost it really quickly. Never mind. See, that's how you know I'm really going on 65.
So is that a hammock behind you?
Yes, that's an aerial hammock because I used to take aerial hammock in the studio, and now,
Mhm.
girl, I just do it. I take class. If I can't take a class online, I don't get up and go anywhere. So this, at least, I still get to hang upside down and do a few poses and get my little
Nice.
my little upside down brush. Yes,
Nice.
my whole
I
little
love
space is like a studio.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I love seeing like your house and your kitchen and when you're polling and you have the best shoes. Yeah. You're a whole vibe.
Thank you. I think I have close to, I don't know, I'm scared to count my shoes, but it's like, it's over 50. It's probably more like,
Uh,
it's probably over 60. I can't stop buying pleasers. It's an
well,
addiction.
because they go on sale and then you get all the
Yes.
points. So then you get like,
Yes. Hey,
I know.
that's what it is, the sale and the points. And it's like, how can
How
I,
can I
it's
not
like,
buy them?
yes.
I have a lot, but I don't have 50. I'm looking around my room right now.
But,
Like,
but,
I have them in
but,
my,
but, but that's okay because you're not in your 60s yet.
I've got time to catch up.
Yes. That's what happens. 15 years later,
Right. It accumulates. They
it
do.
accumulates. Yes. And it's so bad because I have shoes that die because
Yeah.
either they're just too beat up and I don't want to throw them away. They're my babies.
Right. You go through a lot together with the shoes. You can't just throw them out.
Can't just throw them out. Every time I go in my closet, I have a red pair in there now that's taking up space. And I'm like, Makeda, if you throw those away, you could put a new pair in that space. I'm like, but those are my babies.
I love it. Wonder if there's somebody needs to come up with an idea of something to create out of the old shoes.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't know
know.
what.
I still wouldn't. I just it's an illness. I just concede. I don't want to get rid of my babies.
But I think we all have it. Like I have boxes of pleasers under my bed.
Girl, every time I buy a pair of pleasers now, I tell myself, that's it. That's all. We are done. Until Pleaser sends me another damn email.
Yeah. I get another text. I'm like, oh, BOGO.
Oh, it's the words, but I'm so glad it's not just me.
No. Oh, no, no. It is definitely not just you.
It's the worst.
Too funny. So okay, so we talked already about tricks and how you did lots of tricks in your 50s and then you moved to low flow and now you're kind of
Trying to
thinking
get
about
back.
doing some more tricks and adding them to your low flow. Have you
Yes.
ever taught? Did you teach?
Yes, flying over 50. When I first started flying over 50, I was teaching in studios, but I wasn't teaching pole. I was teaching flow movement. I called it yoga infused flow movement because I was
Oh.
targeting older women, and I didn't
Hmm.
want to call it exotic dance or exotic movement because that would scare us as older
Yes.
women. So I said yoga infused. So yeah, I taught in studios. I taught in studios all the way up until the pandemic.
Mm.
And then so
Hmm.
now I offer class through the Makeda method. I've added another brand to the brand.
Yeah.
And now there's the Makeda method, and I teach private lessons online.
Okay. All right,
Yes.
everybody listening, if you want to take private lessons online, I'll put the link in the show notes to your Instagram so they can get in
I
touch with
I
you.
just want to say also because what I found out as an older woman, because like now I don't really want to go to studios, and when I was teaching in the studios, it was so hard to get older women to come out to the studios.
Yeah.
It's like we get to a point we don't want to do anything. We don't want to get dressed. We don't want to look for parking. We don't want to drive. And
Yep.
then and then you got to get there and still work out. And I cuz girl we tired.
That's not a lie. I'm either
So,
like doing a million things and in the studio and dancing, or I'm laying down on my bed. That's my two
yes.
modes.
Yes. So after the pandemic and then everybody got acclimated to Zoom and being online, I said, well, let me just offer private sessions online and women can just turn on their computer. They can be at home. They don't have to
Hmm.
worry about being next to that 20-year-old who's doing the stuff easier or that 40-year-old who's complaining like she old, but she ain't
Right.
50 or
Love
so
it.
that's where the Makeda method came. And then for the Makeda method, I also teach deep stretch yoga and breath work. So I offer that to men as well. So we like expanded the brand.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that. I also am a registered yoga teacher.
Oh, I see. But you're like the real thing. I'm just a certified deep stretch yoga because I respect yoga teachers because you guys put in all those hours.
Yeah, it was a lot of hours, but
Yes.
I don't I'm not teaching yoga anywhere right
Okay.
now. Just I incorporate it into like the warm-ups for my
Yes.
classes when I'm teaching.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And yoga is such a good base for our pole movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I started pole, I had been doing a ton of yoga. I started right towards the end of the pandemic. So one
Uh-huh.
of the only things that I was doing was yoga classes outside. Like my yoga studio
Oh,
had outside space. So, we couldn't be near anybody. So we
yeah.
could do yoga outdoors. So I
Oh,
had a really
yeah.
strong practice. And then I started pole and I was like, oh, this is kind of like yoga poses, but on the pole.
But on the pole, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It really like connected the two things
Yes.
connected for me.
Yes. Yes. Because they do. They are. They're like distant cousins.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even the flow, if you think of flowing like you're talking about, when you're
Yes.
doing like vinyasa flow in yoga, you're flowing from shape to shape, pose to pose,
Yes.
different muscle groups activating and you're flowing between them. And that's the same concept what we're trying to do when we're
Yeah.
flowing in like low flow or even
Yeah.
in combos on the pole.
Exactly. And yoga keeps us so flexible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So you mentioned before that when you like there were things in your 50s and you felt one way and you were one way in your 50s compared to in your 60s. So
Uh-huh.
what have you noticed I guess the most about in your 60s
60s.
compared to your 50s? Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The weight gain. I would have
Mm,
to say the weight gain. Like
yeah.
I'm really probably 20 to 30 pounds. I mean, I don't even like to think about it,
Yeah.
but I am heavier. But when I look back now, Capricorns, we have to talk ourselves through it. So when I look back
Oh,
in my
yes.
pictures in my 50s, now I look back in my pictures and say, girl, you was probably too skinny.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah,
That's how
because
it
I mean, I can't
like,
imagine. You look amazing right now. Like 30 pounds lighter.
oh my gosh, I was so thin. But the other part of that is back in my 50s I was so stressed and I was going through so
Mm,
much, which is why I was polling.
got it.
So, I don't know, it just all works itself out. But it was really weird because once I turned 50, like my body really started changing, but I wasn't doing anything to change my body. So I
Yeah.
really just started gaining this weight, and then just had to do the research because
Yeah.
I'm in denial. Like that
Right.
menopause stuff don't affect me. I don't know what's going
Right.
on.
Uh,
It's like that's them. That ain't me. When I started doing the research, I was like, girl, it's just some stuff you just not in control of. Let it go. Cause you can just exercise yourself to death. That little weight, that it's not going nowhere.
yeah.
Surgery. And we not doing surgery, so let it go.
Yeah. Yeah. It's that control. It's letting go
Yes,
of the control and accepting
yes,
that. That's hard. That's hard
yes.
for me.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard for me. It's like, but it's okay. I would say it really is hard, but it's getting easier because I'm really
Mm,
accepting it. So,
okay.
but you know what? I think that came with my 60s as well. So in the 50s,
Uh,
you're fine. It'll all work itself out.
okay. Keep telling me that.
It will. It will. It will. Because like you said, you're going on 50.
56.
Girl, you don't look a day over 30. You said you're going on 56. You still got time to enjoy your 50s. And I think when I turned 60, it was like a gradual. Like the time I was 61, I was like, what is going on? Like, I don't understand. I was looking at pictures and standing on the scale, and I was really having a freak out until I
Yeah.
just had to accept. But you're not 50 anymore. Every decade brings something new. Are you going to
Mm,
fight it or embrace it? So you might as well
yeah.
embrace it. So now I'm like a little thicker, and I'm just like, okay, it's all good.
Yes, it is all good. All good.
It's
Um,
crazy. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think that, well, two things. I think that more people talk about it now than they did like 10 years ago about
Yeah.
menopause and what happens to
Yes.
your body
Oh,
and stuff.
yes.
So it's
Definitely.
becoming a
Definitely.
little bit easier to understand. Like you're
Yes.
saying, you had to do all the research. Now
Yes.
it's all over. It's social
Yes.
media, the news, everything. So I feel like we're more informed. It's easier to
We
get
are
information.
definitely.
Thank goodness. So it doesn't feel as, I don't feel as alone.
Yes.
You know,
Isolating. Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
it's like, "Oh, it's not just happening to me. This just happens to all
Yeah.
human women. Like this is
Yes.
normal and natural." So
Yes.
try not to beat yourself up. But that being said, what we do with pull, we are putting our bodies out there on display. We're in our bodies, moving our bodies. So when it feels different, because for me, it also feels a little bit, my body feels a little bit different too. Like if I'm
Yeah.
holding more weight or like
Definitely.
stiffness and range of motion and stuff, I notice. And that's when I just get kind of mad because I don't want
Yeah.
to be limited. I don't want it to limit what I can do. Even though if I think about what I could do even 5 or 10 years ago, generally, not just in pole, like
Yeah.
comfortably move, turning my head comfortably without my neck having it just, you get used to it. It's like now every day I'm like, oh yeah, I can't go too far that way because it's going to hurt. I need a massage.
It's accepting. You accept it and you're going to fight it.
It's the
Which
new
was,
normal.
yes, you have to accept the new normal, which was my thought. I'm going to say very quickly. A lot of times when I'm posting now in my 60s, I am, as a Capricorn, I'm so uber critical because some days I have more water weight gain than
Yeah.
other days. Some days my stomach's flatter, some days it's puffier. it's like I really can't control it. And there's sometimes I'll get ready to post and I'll be like, but my stomach looks so big today. I don't want to post this. And I'm like, girl, let it go. You're 60, almost 65. You're 64. Your stomach's going to be puffy on some days. So I just let it go. Because the only battle is with myself. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even think other people really know this, but I'm looking at like from day to day. I can see my abs today. I can't see my abs on this post.
Yeah. We
But you
do
just
do
gotta let
that.
it go.
You do. And honestly, I think that sharing those days that don't when we don't feel perfect or we don't that
Ex-
inspires other people to feel comfortable with themselves too. Because they're
Yeah.
like, oh look, because I'm never going to look at you and say, oh, her stomach is big today. I'm going to say she is so beautiful and feminine and gorgeous
Oh,
and
thank you.
confident. And your
Girl, thank you.
confidence, yeah, it's true. But
Wait,
your
I have to say
confidence is
thank you.
what's,
Because I look at myself and go, oh my God, why did I post that?
no, we all do. We all do. But that's what's inspiring to other people.
Yeah.
You know,
And you
you
gotta
encourage other
accept it.
people. Yeah.
It's all a blessing. Life is the changes of life. We're not going to stop menopause. It is what it is. It's society that makes us put it into a bad light.
Yes.
And so that's all a part of the acceptance as well. It's like my body's changing. So I got to love my little tummy, my little fupa, my little waist getting thicker. I got to be like, girl, that just shows that you're getting older and your body's doing what it's supposed to do, as opposed to like, why is my body doing this? So we just got to retrain our thinking.
Yes. I love that. I love that. And that's how we rebel against society who's trying to make us feel
Exactly.
bad about ourselves. Yeah.
Exactly.
So I think maybe my one of my last questions for you is what made you start doing pole 15 years ago? Because you're right, it wasn't that popular. Like there weren't as many studios as today. You didn't have the Instagram.
I have to tell you, long story very short, my angels led me to pole because it was nowhere in my mind, in my peripheral thinking. All I know is that, long story short, I was at the lowest point in my life. The market had crashed and I had lost
Mm,
all my properties. My man had left me. I was going through foreclosure, cars got repoed, bankruptcy, everything was going wrong in my life. And I was waking up suicidal every day. Met an older woman who told me that the secret to her living and loving life was yoga, which
mm.
made me realize I had to start back exercising. Took a yoga class, it kicked my ass. I was like, well, that ain't gonna work. Saw Groupon one day, Living Social or Groupon for
Uh-huh.
3 pole classes. To this day, why did I buy those pole classes? It was like $15. That's how you know it's a long time ago for 3 classes. It was
Yeah.
something so cheap. It was like, I don't even know why I bought it because I couldn't even afford lunch every day. So why was I spending money on a Groupon? So to
Yeah.
this day, I have no clue why I bought it, but I did. It was just like, let's try it. Waited until a week before those Groupon was about to expire, cussed
Yeah.
myself out every day. Girl, you could have had lunch and happy hour, but no, you could have spent your money on some damn pole classes that you don't want to go to. What the hell was you thinking? So finally I was like, well, I can't afford to waste no money. So I got to drag myself across the valley to this class. And I was a nervous wreck. And the only
Yeah.
reason I did it was because I didn't want, it's Capricorn. I couldn't waste
Yeah.
no money.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
waste no money. That class, that one class changed my whole life. It was like walking into a temple and feeling healing energy. And
Mm,
it just changed girl, it
you
changed
give me chills.
it changed the trajectory of my life. That hour and 15 minutes classes, I literally didn't think about all the trauma I was going through in the outside world. And when that class was over and it was like I came back to earth, I was like, I can't stop doing this because this is healing me and this
Yes.
is this is helping me to escape my life, and it's giving me peace that when I go back into my life, so I could go into the temple, get some healing, and then go back and deal my life. So when you said you were in the classes studio every day, that's the way I was. I was
Yeah.
searching online for Groupons and deals because I couldn't afford regular classes. The universe just kept sending me more classes. I was Googling
Mm.
discount pole classes,
Yeah.
going
Wow.
studios all around the city. I just dumped myself into it. It saved my life.
I
And it gave me
I
my
love
mojo back. It gave me my sexy back.
Yep.
It just revived my whole beingness.
Yes. Yes. I love it. And I've heard so many similar stories from other women. And
Oh, yes.
and I started pole. It was so my husband passed away in 2018 and I had three young kids at the time. And
Oh,
then we went from that into COVID.
oh
And then
my
my youngest kid
goodness.
got diagnosed with Crohn's disease during COVID. So we were in and out of the hospital. And this is all on previous episodes of the podcast. So anybody listening, you guys know these stories. But I was like probably at the lowest point of my life too. And I was looking for just something to do because it was COVID and I was tired of being indoors and I was going to my yoga classes outside, but we weren't connecting with people because we were wearing masks and,
Yes.
we were social distancing. And I found a Groupon for a pole class at Secret. And I was like, oh, I've always driven by this place and I've always seen the sign. I want to go check it out. Okay, why not? What do I have to lose at this point? Everything else is like gone to hell. So I'll do pole. And it was the same kind of thing. I walked in there and I was just like, what is this magical place?
Oh, your angels led you. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. And same, it's completely changed my entire life. Like I've built this whole Gen X pole arts. I started teaching at 55 years old. All of a sudden I'm a pole instructor. I've gone on to aerial and hoop and all of these other
Yes.
things. I started taking dance classes at Santa Monica College.
Yes.
It's like, and then this beautiful community of women who are now, my family,
Yes.
which is just, I could never, even 10 years ago, have imagined my life being what it is today.
I say the same thing. And before a poll, I never even liked other women. I went to all girl Catholic school, and I know how firsthand in high school learned how petty women are.
Oh,
I never
yeah.
even hung out with women. It was like I don't. I love women now because
Right. Yes. It's so bizarre, but it's so true. And I say on the podcast, like, I know I sound like I'm a cult leader or something because I'm so, but it's really true. It's really true, which is why I'm like, just try a pole class. You're going to feel better. You're going to have sisters around you all of a sudden who will be there for you. Like, you're going to just feel good about yourself. And what you said about you're so in the moment in the class or when you're dancing that you
yeah,
don't even have time to think about all your troubles, all the other stuff. Plus,
it's
it
a
gets us
drug.
off our, yeah, right.
Drug. It's a very wonderful, healthy drug, but you don't think about anything else but trying to mimic what that teacher is showing you in the
Right.
class.
Especially if you're doing tricks or something, because it's like, oh, if
Yes.
I don't get this right, I could get hurt.
Yes, exactly. Like your whole brain has to stop and pay attention and
Yeah.
focus.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Like
with
you have
choreography
no
too.
choice. Yeah, choreography too. Yes, all of it. You've got to micro focus. You've got to be there. You can't be anywhere else. Girl,
Yeah.
folks don't know until they know.
They don't know till they know. So if you're listening, you could go online and do classes with the Makeda method. You could go to a studio, just do something, just
Do
go on
something.
Groupon.
Yes,
Go on
do
Groupon.
something. It's a
Or
lifeline.
ClassPass, all those things. There's
Yeah.
pull is everywhere now. It doesn't even matter where you live.
Everywhere now. Yes.
Hmm. All right, I'm looking at the time and I think we've come up on
We
almost an
did
hour.
good.
I could keep talking to you. Oh my gosh. Well, I want to say happy birthday because we discovered
And
right
I have to
before we
say
got on the
happy
recording.
birthday to you too. Wait, so
Yeah.
56.
I'll be 56 on January 2nd. Yeah. And you'll be 65 on January 6th.
Yes, Medicare. That's the Medicare age. I'll be officially old.
Oh, stop. Don't say that word.
No, I love it. I say it with total elevation.
Good.
Officially a Chrome stage. It's so wonderful. It's amazing. And it
I
really
love it.
is. It really is.
Yeah. Yeah. I know we're lucky. We're lucky to still be here and still be
Yeah.
moving and
And still
living
polling.
with joy. Yeah.
Yes.
And be strong.
Yes.
Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time. This was such an honor and a pleasure. And I hope I get to talk to you more in the future.
We're
Um,
Capricorn pole sisters.
we are. We have a lot of bonding here.
Yes.
But everybody listening, if you have questions, put them in the comments or on Instagram. You can DM me, you can DM her. We'll get back to you, whatever. We're happy you guys are here listening. Until next time, be well. Happy holidays are coming up. So, yes,
Many
love
blessings.
you. Yes,
Many blessings.
bye.
Thank you for joining me on this episode of Fit, Fierce, and Fearless, powered by Gen X Pole Arts. I hope you feel inspired by the incredible stories of strength and resilience that we shared today. Remember, it's never too late to embrace your potential and unleash your passion. If you enjoyed this episode, please, I would appreciate it if you would take a moment to subscribe, rate, and leave me a review. Your support really helps me to continue to uplift and empower women over 40 in our pole dance community and beyond. Don't forget to connect with me on social media for more inspiration and updates. I'd love to hear your stories and share in your journey. So until next time, keep dancing, keep shining, and remember that your strength knows no age.